What's up, nerds? So, coming at you with breakdown of the latest episode of Percy Jackson. Sorry, this is like so late. It's just because I was having some technical difficulties and all that stuff. And yeah. But I'm getting to it now. But before I get started on the review, which will be at the end, and the breakdown and everything, I want to say first things first. I did get something wrong in my last video for this, and a couple of you did point it out that the zebra truck ride with the zoo animals is not until episode 6, the next episode, and I did get that wrong. But you guys gotta stop yelling at me because I don't get every single solitary thing right from the books and everything, and then being like, you didn't read the books, and I'm like, yeah, I did read the book, I just don't remember every single solitary detail. But don't worry, because from this point forward, I'm going to read the chapter that the next episode is based on, so that way I have full-on details, so you nut huggers don't get on my case over semantics. Okay. Now, this episode, overall, didn't like it. It was it was bad. It was not good. I just want to say that all the way around. It was bad. There's some bad stuff in here, in terms of from interpretation, it was not really fine. It was just bad. All right, let's get into this breakdown and then I'll explain myself. Annabeth spots the fates cutting a thread, signifying an impending death before she and Grover reunite with Percy. This part was fine. I mean, we missed the part where Percy comes out of the water and the little girls are like, Mommy, that's the boy that jumped into the water. I don't know why I'm giving a British accent. Jumped into the water. And the mom's all like, that's fine. He's all dry and everything. Which he should have been dry when he got out of the water because that's from the book. But that's fine. It's fine. Percy tells them that they need to meet with Poseidon in Santa Monica before learning that the three of them have become wanted criminals due to the events on the train and at the arch. So, they meet him up with him. Like I said just before, he should have been dry when he got out of the water, because that's would have been more book accurate, but that's also something, not a deal breaker. That's not that big a deal. I'm just nitpicking with that one. The trio then encounter Ares, who offers to assist them if Percy and Annabeth recover his shield from Waterland. Okay, so the entire part with Ares, I want to talk about this because this wrestler, he is not good at all. He is not a good actor. I did not enjoy him on screen and his scenes. And then when you combine him with the kid that plays Grover, it was just a hot freaking mess. It was so bad. And, for these shows, they explained Kronos in like 2 seconds with this, and they had a bad actor do it. And later on, they have an exposition. Not really. They have it like a little cartoon, which I'll talk about, where they explain Hephaestus' story, kind of. And I just go show, don't tell. And they did it in a bad way in this thing. The tell part about Kronos and that whole story was just god awful. It's actually, I think the Kronos story and him eating all of his children, I think is great in Greek mythology and everything, but this was just badly done, and they could have totally did it, kind of like they did in the movies when they did it with the stained glass window and everything. That story, they could have done it just like that, and had that guy voice over, but it was bad. This part was bad with Ares. A terrible actor. The two find the shield inside the tunnel of love, but Percy has to become trapped on Hephaestus's golden throne for the shield to be released. So like I said before, they were going through this tunnel of love, and it reminded me a lot of Willy Wonka a little bit. I thought that was fine. It just was not good. And I didn't like how he got trapped. I mean, it was fine in terms of like Greek mythology story-wise, but I didn't like this updated version of it. I liked it from the book when they go in and then there's those spiders that pop up, and then there's the whole, you see the gods on Mount Olympus, because if you remember from Greek mythology, I don't know if you guys remember and like Greek mythology, but I used to read it a lot when I was a kid. I had this book and I loved it. I should see if I can find it somewhere. Anyways, but they didn't do the spiders and show everybody watching, because that's Hephaestus' thing. He captured them in a bed in a net, and he had to let them go from Greek mythology. I can't remember why, but yeah, I didn't like this version of it. Annabeth convinces Hephaestus to free Percy. So Hephaestus shows up, and he's just like this little tinkerer, like this old man tinkerer. And I was just not like, I always see Hephaestus as like this like strong, manly. Like if you look at welders, they're not these little like wuss. You just I don't know. I just figured him be like a man's man, but like a welder, you know. And I thought, it's just because he's gonna be working in a forge, so he's got to like tink tink, and that stuff's not easy. And like this is just some like little old man hobbler, and I'm all like, what? And they gave him a cane, and I'm all like, that's how you're explaining his defect when he was thrown from Mount Olympus. It was just so like bad. And then you get Annabeth all like, he's good. I want to be good too. I don't want to be like you anymore. And I'm all like, all right, cool, I guess, whatever. It's god awful. Ares gives the trio a backpack with supplies and brings them to a zoo delivery truck bound for Las Vegas, where they can get assistance from Hermes at the Lotus Casino. And so, and I'm about to reread the Lotus Casino chapter for the next episode, but I'm Hermes wasn't there. I don't remember Hermes being there, but whatever. But yeah, it was just again bad acting, and I did like when Percy stood up to Ares and was like, "Do this again, and you're gonna get one of these and everything." That I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly what he said, but yeah, that was pretty good. The guy the wrestler that plays Ares, he's got a good face acting, but when he speaks, it's bad. Same thing with Grover. Grover then tells Percy and Annabeth that he knows who stole the Master Bolt from his conversations with Ares. And Grover just knows who stole it from his dumb conversation with Ares. It was just, yeah. So that was the end of the episode, you guys. So, I mean, positives, some acting was done well, just not on the part of, like I said before, Ares is just, the guy that plays Ares is just not a good actor. He's not good, and he's going to show up again because we got to have our big fight. But it was just, he's bad. He's bad, like so bad. I wish they would have done the fire eyes, that would have been fun, behind the sunglasses like they did in the book. But, whatever, that's fine. Okay, let me talk about the acting of the three main characters, okay? So, first up, this Scobell kid, Walker Scobell, he's good. He's still good. He's the best part of this show. He's a very talented actor. I hope to see him in more things, but I have a feeling this is going to take over his life for the next couple of years. But he did a good job. He's definitely my favorite part in this show, except his character is a little bit not from the books. He's more capable in the books, and in this, it just seems like he's leaning on Annabeth for all the answers or for everything, and I'm not feeling that. Because it's just, he comes off very, like, not as strong. I already kind of touched on this kid, Aryan Simhadri. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Grover, he's a bad actor. He's not good. He's very bad. I don't think he's good on this show. And every time he starts talking, I'm just like, oh, here we go again with this nonsense. And then the scenes, like I said before, the scenes with him and Ares, the guy that played Ares is not good at acting. This kid's not good at acting. So it was like watching two people bomb on screen for a half hour, and I'm just like, 15 minutes, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, can this please be over, because it's so bad. It's so bad. And then finally, the girl, Leah Jeffries, who plays Annabeth Chase. Again, she's a good actress. The actress, I have nothing against Leah Jeffries. She is doing a good job acting-wise. But again, Annabeth, I do not like this character. She's very unlikable. And I found that when she was like, her scene where she's like, I don't want to be like you, I was like, that's That's fine. She did good there. But this is not the Annabeth from the books. And I like the Annabeth from the books. I do not like this Annabeth. This Annabeth is way too angry, and I'm just not feeling it. But we'll see. So overall, again, this episode was not good. It was I just didn't like it, you guys. I honestly felt like it could have been better, and it just wasn't. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And you can't change my mind. Although now I want a cheeseburger because those cheeseburgers look so delicious. But yeah, this episode was bad. They should be ashamed of this episode. But, whatever. What do I know? All right, you guys. So that is my review, my breakdown and review of this episode 5 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Tell me, what did you guys think about this episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What was your favorite part? Again, we'll see that zoo thing in the next episode. But I mean, what are you looking forward to? I'm excited for them to go to Hades and see Hades. But I mean, I'm not gonna hold my breath because this episode was bad. But the other episodes were good. There was just things I didn't like, but this episode was not good. It was not good. Well, but everybody deserves to have a clunker, every now and then. But all right, tell me what you guys thought. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next Percy Jackson breakdown review. You guys have a good week. Bye.